special meeting for March 11th at 12:30. We're opening it up, and I think we'll start off with a Pledge of Allegiance. Is that what we're going to do?
Yes.
Okay, City Attorney Russ Mihar, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Okay, please stand, hand over your right heart. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So we're dealing with the issue of the upcoming test, the COVID vaccine testing, right, Russ? I don't have my script in front of me.
Yes.
So so I'd like to ask my colleagues to please help waive the fees for this. I think this is a community event to benefit our seniors initially, but now since the testing is taking place on the 8th, I mean the vaccinations are taking place on the 18th, which is next Thursday. It's going to open it up to the next tier of people who are eligible. I think those with pre-existing conditions from 18 years of age to higher. So
18 or 65?
18 and up. The pre-existing conditions goes down to 18 and over.
Okay.
It's the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So it's a one-time deal, not like the other Moderna and Pfizer, which are two shots. But collectively, I want to invite all my council member colleagues, Councilwoman English, Councilwoman Mayor Pro Tem Valentine, Councilmember Patterson, Councilmember Montero, to lead people towards the site. Send the information of people that you guys know, organizations. We have 200 vaccines. 200 vaccines. We may have more, and they'll let us know the day of, if once we have a waiting list, if we can add more people to the actual testing on actual vaccinations on those days. So it is through Providence Little Company Mary. Rafael Garcia has already talked to Vaughn. This is already set in motion, but I'm inviting all my colleagues, like I mentioned, to add people that they know, add people from the community, so that we can get to the magic 200 people. So I've asked. It was originally intended for our senior center, and so they have about 40 people that they have signed up right now. So and then we have some of the. I reached out to the neighborhood associations, but they are not submitting large quantities of people. So that's why I'm going to recruit your guys' help to help bring people too from organizations that you guys feel here in Hawthorne could benefit from this. So it'd be great if you guys could help waive the fee so that we could just do that, or else I'd have to find other ways of funding it myself.
We
But
don't
this is
Mr. Mayor.
Through the chair,
yes, ma'am.
what do you anticipate will be the cost of this?
It's going to be 200 at
$200
minimum.
$200?
Vaccination.
No.
200 vaccine.
No, I'm saying you're asking us to waive the fees.
Oh,
what would
it's
the
about
fee be?
180 plus 180 would be like 360. Well, actually, it'd be $180 because it's a one.
$180. Okay.
It's
Okay.
One
very,
day.
it's very minimal.
Yeah.
And
I
you know,
move to approve.
I second.
okay, I'll give the second to Councilmember Montero. And this has been, and I do acknowledge I've had an event before where there was flu shots. My colleague, Councilwoman Angie Reyes English had an event also where she paid the fees for that. So these events, when they come up, I think right now we're in a position. I think we have a great cohesive council that we can support each other with events like these in the future. So if you have something like this, if you guys don't be shy, just bring them up to the council and we could look at waiving fees. Call for the vote.
Councilmember Montero,
Yes.
Councilmember Patterson, Councilmember Reyes English,
Yes.
Councilmember Valentine,
Yes.
Mayor Vargas.
Yes.
The vote reflects Mayor and council members voting yes, with Councilmember Patterson absent.
I have a question. I have a couple of questions.
Oh, yeah.
One clarification. I put on the agenda that people can sign up online, but I'm getting the impression that you can only make an appointment via telephone.
I'll defer that to Von Norris. Von Norris, can you tell them what the mechanism is here?
Absolutely. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Great, great, great. So what we're doing, as Mayor Vargas stated, that we were reaching out to our seniors 65 and older to offer this great opportunity. So we called the senior, we instruct them of the date, what vaccination is going to be given. And if they would like to enroll in this, we log them into a Google spreadsheet that then in turn give them a test time. So if I call person A and they say they would like to do it, I log in their name, their birthday, phone number, and then it generates a time. And then at that point, we inform the person being vaccinated of their appointment time. To keep it streamlined, the mayor and staff from Providence thought it would be best if one person only did the inputting or one entity. So as of right now, my staff is inputting all individuals being vaccinated.
What is the telephone number, Vaughn?
310-349-1649.
Vaughn, is it overkill to advertise on the digital billboard? Would you
He
be
said,
inundated with thousands of phone calls?
yeah, they instructed us not to do that because
Okay.
he said what would happen, you would have 1,000 people outside with 200 shots available, and that wouldn't be a good position for the city to be in.
Vaughn, to the chair, Vaughn, do me a
Yes.
favor. Can you send us just an email with the date and the time and the phone number? So when I talk to my parents via Zoom, I can just tell them if they have 65 and older at their house to send them, to call your number.
Absolutely. With the city manager's approval, I will send an email out with the date, the time, and the criteria to receive the vaccination.
That's okay, Eric?
It's
And also, have we connected with our housing department about our senior housing building and getting them plugged into this?
I have not.
Can you follow up with Kimberly to make sure that we're offering that to our residents in our building?
Sure will.
Thank you.
any ideas like these are very welcome, like who we could reach out to. And like I said, if my council member colleagues can reach out and pass along people to Vaughn, but I just like to highlight though that even it's not a free for all right now. I don't mean free for all. I think there's just certain qualifications you have to meet, requirements you have to meet age-wise. Say like you're a first responder, you're a teacher, and like I said, it's opening up to people with pre-existing conditions starting on Monday. So you have to be very conscious. Vaughn, can you send that information to my council colleagues and myself?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll send that information with the location, the phone numbers, and the time of the vaccinations. I will send that out right after this Zoom meeting.
Yeah, so to the chair, Mr. Mayor, let's clarify because on Tuesday night you said it was only 65 and older. So now you're adding the precondition and also the teachers and child care providers and the first responders.
Vaughn can address that because he's been getting the firsthand information. Yeah, and you're correct. It has changed. Vaughn.
Yes. So as of right now, we're doing 65 years and older. We're able to do educators and child care individuals, licensed child-based educators, family care homes, staff who works directly with young children, and individuals with underlying health issues. So in the email I'm going to send out in a few minutes, it will have all those details and those criteria to meet the criteria for vaccination next week.
Can you repeat the date and time, please?
Would you like me to do that, Mayor Vargas?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. We have March 18th. Test times are going to be 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they're going to be administered in our senior recreation center.
Through the chair.
Yes, sir.
So just to be clear, what this was originally envisioned as a seniors event, and now it's going to be for anyone that's allowable under the county protocol. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Because at that point, when the county was distributing these to the different nonprofits or hospitals that were issuing these, the intention was for 60. At that point, it was 65 and over. So now they're the county that is giving that is distributing and saying, okay, now you guys can do this. Are you guys? Is there anybody?
And just for a tad bit of clarity, that would be phase 1B tier 1.
To the chair.
Yes.
So it's my understanding that included in that
rounds of vaccinations that food workers, food industry workers are also being vaccinated. I was contacted by a grocery store and wanted to know if there was going to be any vaccinations for them. And I ended up sending them to Los Angeles, to our district. So there are vaccinations being provided to those that work in the food industry. So I understand what's being said here, but can I give some direction to Eric and to city manager and to Vaughn to hopefully reach out to Mitchell's office to see if there's going to be any plans for vaccinations across the board, just like there are in other communities for Hawthorne, so that we could have more than 200 vaccinations. There could be more efforts here on behalf of the city and behalf of our efforts to provide more than just 200. I understand it's Little Company Mary. They've been doing a lot of vaccinations with regards to, the flu vaccinations and things like this, but we definitely are going to need more. We're going to need more push for more than 200.
Yeah, through the chair, I have already reached out to her office, and they have promised us that they would look at Hawthorne as a destination for a vaccination center.
Okay. All right. So yes, go ahead.
Just to follow up on Mayor Pro Tem's comment, that is correct. And we've already opened lines of communication with Holly Mitchell's office specifically on this. And so any opportunity that is available, we will attempt to seize. Additionally, Vaughn's team is working to try to get some mobile vaccination units as well. So there's providers that are in other jurisdictions that are bringing in to underserved populations, and we're trying to get those as well.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Mayor, bookkeeping matter. I have one bookkeeping matter. Can you call for oral communications and let the city clerk let you know that there were no oral communications?
Okay. Is there an oral? Are there anyone who wishes to speak from the public? No. Any of my colleagues? No. Okay.
To the chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me say something. Look, yesterday I got the first shot of the vaccine, the Moderna vaccine. I have to drive to Long Beach and do it. And look, nothing happened to me. I'm fine. Nobody aches, no nothing. Even I know it's just a little sore this morning, but since yesterday it was like 9 a.m. I'm fine.
It's the second one.
Yeah,
the second shot.
Councilmember Montero, you might not be feeling the physical effects or pain, but it affects your brain thinking process. So wait for that to happen.
No, I'm hoping that I'll become much more astute over the sore.
It might make you nicer in the council meetings.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. All right, thank you guys.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you guys for support. Make sure you guys feed the information, the names, and everybody. We just need to get those numbers up to 200. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Okay, the meeting is now adjourned.
All right, goodbye.